Hello everyone, welcome to my World Cup predictions of the group stage. Yes, we're going to predict every single group today of the World Cup. We're going to predict who is going to move on to the knockout stages and who is going to flop in the group stages and are going to going to drop out of the group stages. So we have 12 groups to talk about here. It's going to be a very long video. Grab some snacks if you guys like to, and we're going to look and you guys are going to listen to my World Cup predictions. And I'm going to be posting this World Cup very much because yeah, I just really want to post in this World Cup. So yeah, let's first talk about Group A. The first group of the World Cup with Mexico in it, South Africa, South Korea, and Czechia. Or however that nation is called nowadays. Yeah, let's first talk about yes, this is definitely a group of life, by the way. I mean, every single side in this group should be able to top this group. So, yeah, let's first talk about a nation that I will think will flop at this World Cup. And that is South Korea. I'm sorry, but the recent results for South Korea, yeah, it's just not really convincing me. And probably, but if you look at their friendlies, they're not having the greatest results either. I mean, just look at it for a second. And their coach, yeah, he's not convincing me, man. I mean, the coach is not really that great, and the play, and yeah, the South Korea do not have the best squad right now. I mean, they have a few good players, and that's it. And yes, this is a really tight group to each other. But yeah, I don't think that they're going to do well here. I'm just sorry. Like, I'm not going to be ruling out nations pretty fastly, and I might eat my words, but so I'm sorry, but before we can even look at the other nations, I'm going to put South Korea fourth. I'm sorry, but I'm just not confident in South Korea that they could really perform in this World Cup. I'm sorry. I'm putting you guys fourth place. I'm sorry. After that, I am actually not sure what is going to happen in this group. I mean, yeah, let's talk about Mexico next. Why not? Mexico, yeah, this nation very much impressed me over the last couple of months. Yes, they lost a few Nations Leagues over the years and lost one Gold Cup final to the US, but they stepped up a little bit. I mean, and set up a little bit. Yeah, they did fine at the Copa America, and then they went on to win the Nations League over Panama, where the US flopped against Panama. So that is a really good result. And over the March international window, they drew against both Belgium and Portugal in the matchup. So, and Portugal, yes, I know Portugal was playing without Ronaldo, but Besides Ronaldo, they still have a really good team. So, drawing against Portugal is really, really great. It's really great for them. I think Mexico is going to do very well here. South Africa, yes, they are on the come up actually. I mean, they qualified for this tournament, even having a 3-point deduction because of the playing the midfielder, but should be suspended for that match. But they still topped the group over Nigeria and the surprising Benin. So yeah, I really think that South Africa did really good in the qualifier campaign in the last friendlies. In the last friendlies, they did actually pretty decent as well. So I have very much hope for So Africa. The same could be saying for Czechia. Yes, you could say that they started the qualifier campaign really bad, but even slapping up by Croatia 5-1 one time. But after they fired their coach and then replaced them with a new one, and it's also going to be the oldest manager at this World Cup. It's actually going wellly for the Czechia. They qualified for the World Cup in Croatia fashion. I mean, they won 2 penalty shootouts to get here, and one was against Denmark. So yeah, I really like this story of them. What are the placements going to be for the group stage? I think that South Africa is going to finish second place in this group. Czechia is going to finish third, but still qualified for the knockout rounds. And Mexico are going to finish first in my predictions. I really think that they're going to do well here. Especially with the most international break with drawn to Portugal and Belgium. So yeah, I really think that they are going to do very well in this group actually. And for the rest of the tournament, we have to see. But in this group stage, they are going to flood. They're going to step it up and top this group. And the same goes for the other two teams. Let's move on to probably the weakest group on paper in this tournament. Group B, where Canada, Bosnia and Herzegovina, Qatar and Switzerland are. Yeah, let's start this group off with putting one team at fourth place. Sorry, Qatar, you're going already at fourth place. I'm sorry, but the only reason that you got here was literally because you got to host your group in the fourth round of Asia World Cup qualifiers. So that is literally for me the only reason that you guys got here. If you weren't hosting your group, in my opinion, you are not here in the World Cup. The coach is fine, I guess. I mean, yes, I cannot really judge him because just look at his squad for a second. I mean, the only good player is Jamba Thief. Besides him, it's just a dead squad, man. Their squad is really not that good, and that's also the reason why I am putting them at fourth place. I mean, just look at their squad for a second, man, and it's just not really that great, man. But I think actually every team is going to get a win against Qatar. I'm sorry, Qatar, but yeah, you're going to be very much bothered here. But for the other teams in this group, that they're actually all good sides. Yeah, Canada is not really in the best form right now. I mean, losing in the Gold Cup semi-final to Guatemala is really bad. And yes, they made the Copa America semi-final, but the round to the semi-final was easy as hell. So yeah, could we really trust Canada to prevail in this group? I don't really know. Bosnia and Herzegovina, congratulations on qualifying. Even if they're qualifying over my own national team, even if they're qualified for one of the nations, I support Italy. Yeah, let's just not talk about the fact that they missed 3 World Cups in a row. Let's just not talk about that. Bosnia and Herzegovina caught here by winning 2 penalty shootout actually, and finishing second place in the group after drawing against Austria, and then winning a penalty shootout against Wales to get to the final of the UEFA playoff to qualify for the World Cup, and then qualified over Italy after Italy getting a red card and Esposito setting his penalty to the moon, and then one of the Italian players also missing his penalty off the post. Gennaro Gavovic or something like that. I'm sorry, I'm not very good at at names, but convert this penalty to get Bosnia to the World Cup and send Italy home for the third time in a row. Yeah, where Italy are just never going to make the World Cup again, probably. No, but Bosnia is looking very good. Their friendlies have been looking actually very decent as well. Very decent as well. So yeah, I'm actually very it's very good. They're going a really good national team. Switzerland, yeah. Why is this team even gets underestimated in the recent times? I mean, why? They literally made the quarterfinals of the Euros last time out, and they almost made the semifinals if they just beat England on penalties. So yeah, and in the qualifying campaign they pretty much got through with ease. I mean, just look at it for a second. They didn't get a single loss. Yes, they got two draws, but besides that, it was they topped the group with ease. So yeah, Switzerland is really in form right now. Where are going to finish the? Where are this nations going to face? I'm going to be putting actually one nation. I don't know if you can call it an upset, but I'm sorry, Canadians, if you are watching right now, but Canada, I'm putting you at third place, but you still qualify for the knockout rounds. That's what I'm saying, because you guys are not really convincing me right now, and in the format you are in, yes, you're still going to the next round, but yeah. Yes, they're just not going to have actually. They're not going to have a great World Cup in my opinion. Bosnia is going to finish second place. Yes, they are a really good national team, but if you are saying that Bosnia are going to top Switzerland, you're brain dead, because Switzerland is going to finish first place in this group and top this group. I mean, look at the Swiss right now, man. I mean, look at the stacked squad, man. I'm not going to go to the entire lineup, but just look at it for a second. Their squad is stacked. Let's go. Let's move on to Group C, one of the groups of death at this tournament, with Brazil, Morocco, Haiti, and Scotland. Now, I don't want to underestimate teams, but I'm sorry, Haiti, I'm putting you fourth. Yes, you got a really good job qualifying for this World Cup after many years not being here. But yeah, I'm sorry, but for qualifying for your first World Cup over 50 years, if I say that correctly, and being grouped with the 5-time champions Brazil and Morocco, yeah, you guys cooked me. You guys are going to be cooked. Scotland, I don't know, man. I mean, yes, they're going to get a win against Haiti probably, but they're not in the best form right now. Just look at their friendly results at the recent time. Yes, they beat Denmark they beat 4-2, beat Denmark to come here, but still, I was not really got convinced by Scotland, and that is just really if the last international window. I mean, just look at their results for a second. The results are not pretty and not good at all. So let's talk about the controversial nation of Morocco. Yes, Morocco did make it last time out to the semifinals of the World Cup, beating Portugal and some other beating Belgium, and in the group stage beating Portugal to get to the semifinals of the World Cup, and give France a really good match, a really good run for their money in the semifinals, and got at fourth place at the World Cup is actually really good. But yeah, the last times it's looking back kind of being controversial. Yes, Morocco did play in AFCON, and that is where the controversy actually comes up. I mean, they run it all the way to the to the final, but allegedly they won the final. I won the final because Senegal walked off the pitch. Yeah, I'm sorry, but my opinion is just that Senegal won the tournament. They won on the pitch. I won on the pitch. The one player of Morocco, I forget his name. I'm sorry. Flopped this penalty, and then Senegal just scored in extra time to get the 1-0 victory to go on to win that trophy. In my opinion. But yeah, okay, I'm not a Morocco hater, and I'm not glad that all this controversial thing is happening, because I was kind of liking Morocco's story, but because of what is happening recent times, I have mixed thoughts of them. Let's next talk about Brazil. Yes, Brazil are not looking at the. They're not at the greatest form. I mean, they qualified for the World Cup, yes, but look at where they stand, man. If the World Cup didn't get expanded, they literally have to go to the Interfederation playoffs. So yeah, for the first time in their history. So yeah, that is how bad it has been. Yes, yeah. Yeah, they got a couple of injuries as well. I mean, Estevao is out for this World Cup. So, yeah. Yes, they did call up Neymar, and I'm actually very glad about that. If actually doesn't call up I was going to throw up. I was going to throw something if they not call up Neymar for this World Cup. I mean, yeah, I mean, the Brazil really need Neymar in this world. They really need him. They really need him. Yeah. Yeah. This group, Scotland, you guys are going to finish third place. You're not going to go into the next round. Yes, yes, you Scotland fans, you're not going into this round of 32. And I'm just saying that because yes, you're going to get 3 points against Haiti, but you're not going to get points against Morocco and Brasilia, and besides, and 3 points is probably not going to be enough for you guys to qualify for the next round. And maybe you didn't even beat Haiti. Maybe you guys are going to draw even. So yeah, I don't think that you guys are going to go through to the World Cup. I'm sorry. Now, let's look at Group D. US, Paraguay, Australia, and Turkey. This group is a group of life, in my opinion. I mean, every single nation should be able to top this group. Let's first look at the host nation of the United States. What a bad form had they been in lately. I mean, losing the getting grouped in the Copa America. The Copa America when they hosted the tournament, actually. So being the first host to get grouped at the Copa America, and losing the Nations League, and losing and also losing the Gold Cup in their own federation. Yeah, it is not looking badly. And their coach, yeah, I'm not really not convinced by him. Yes, he did beat Japan and Australia recently in the friendlies, but and also some other nations. But look at the March international window. I mean, they got clapped 5-2 by Belgium, and Portugal clapped them as well 2-0. So yeah, they're not looking they're not looking that great lately. Yeah, And the same could be said for Paraguay. I mean, yes, they're qualified for this tournament and in a really good fashion. And yes, they finished in the last qualifying automatic qualification spot, but don't be fooled. They literally got tied on points with third place Colombia. So yeah, they're still really good. It still was really good, but yeah, the recent results, yeah. It's not that great, man. I mean, they didn't get a single win in the last friendlies. If I am looking, I'm actually if I'm saying this right, and also the U.S. beat them one time out. So yeah, could we really trust them? Could we really trust them? Us and could we really trust them? I don't know. Turkey, yeah, they qualified for this World Cup really good, man. Yes, they did get slapped by Spain one time 6-0 in the qualifier group phase, but they still finished second place and at the qualifying group and had to go to the playoffs of UEFA to qualify for the World Cup. They beat Romania 1-0 by a beautiful assist of one of their young players, and then won against Kosovo, Kosovo as well in the final to get to the World Cup. And actually, they're looking actually kind of good, man. I mean, they have star players like yeah, I'm sorry, but I don't remember the names of the Turkish players. I'm sorry. I have no ball knowledge, I know. But they're still having a really good spot by Junior Wirtz actually being in the squad as well. Okay, I did his name and the German player being in the squad for Turkey. Okay, I have zero ball knowledge. Now, Turkey is still really a good side. Just look at the team and look at the squad for a second. And with this picture I have on screen. So yeah, they are still got a really good squad. Yes, at the last, they also went pretty far at the last Euros. I mean, they got to the quarterfinal and then they got knocked out by the Netherlands 2-1. But still, they got really far actually in that World Cup. So yeah, they're not got that Euros, so they're not gonna be mad at themselves. Austria, ik bedoel, yeah, I don't know how to say that nation, but Australia was it? Australia, yes, they are really, yeah, they're actually looking really good right now. Yes, they finished second place in their group, but not that convincing in my opinion. Actually, really convincing in my opinion. I mean, they didn't lost. They did lose one time out, but that was because of a last minute own goal. Yes, that's right. They didn't lost to Japan and one other great national team. One other and other national teams in that group. They even beat Japan once. Yes, they was the Japan's B team, but still impressive nonetheless. And last time out of the World Cup, they did qualify for the knockout rounds and give Argentina a hell of a game in the round of 16, almost, and pulling off actually a great fight in the round of 16. So yeah, I really think they're going to be actually been doing really well. Now let's first say, yeah, Turkey, you guys are going to top this group. I mean, yes, they could flop at one match because they're sometimes doing that apparently. But I still think that Turkey is going to top this group. In second place, the USA. Yes, they're not looking really good lately, but I still think they're going to finish second place and make it to the knockout rounds. Who is going to finish third between Paraguay and Australia? Australia are going to finish third. Paraguay is finishing fourth place. I'm sorry, but I am not that convinced by Paraguay to actually make the next round. And Australia, you guys are going to finish first, but you still qualify for the next round in third place. Yes, I already used 3 of the 8 spots on third place spots, I really think that Australia is going to go through out of this group. So this is just my opinion. Let's look at Group E. Let's look at Group E for a second. Yeah, Curacao is doomed, man. We have Germany, we have Curacao, we have Ivory Coast, and we have Ecuador. Let's first start off with putting Curacao at 4th place. I'm sorry, but I don't think that Curacao is going to do really good at this World Cup. Yes, you guys did a very good job at qualifying for this World Cup, but still, I don't think that you guys are going to do well. I mean, you are the smallest nation to ever participate in the World Cup. Yeah, I don't think that you guys are going to do well. Yes, good job at qualifying, but I really think that you guys are going to finish 4th place, and every single one of these teams are going to get a win or a draw against you guys. So, yeah. Let's talk about Ecuador next. Yeah, Ecuador. Yeah, their recent results haven't been that nice. I mean, yes, they qualified for the World Cup at second place, if I say this correctly. But still, the last couple of friendlies, are not really a good result. Drawing every single game, besides that game against Argentina. But when they play Argentina, then actually Argentina was already through to the World Cup. So yeah, and in the March international window, they actually drew against both of their opponents as well. The Netherlands drew. They drew against the Netherlands 1-1. Even if and still Netherlands got a red card in that match. So yeah, that is just. The draw was actually not that great. And Morocco, the draw to Morocco actually drew to Morocco as well. So yeah, and actually the attack is dead, man. I mean, just look at the results. They didn't score goals, or they are scoring 1 goal. I mean, their attack is dead, man. I'm sorry, but your attack is not good, man. You're literally allergic to scoring goals. Scoring goals the last couple of matches. So yeah, that is just not really that good. Ivory Coast, on the other hand, is looking kind of great, man. I mean, they made it to the semifinals of AFCON, and then lost to Senegal, but they still have a really good tournament. Many matchups with them finish actually 3-2. Even their quarterfinal exit to Egypt finished 3-2. Yes, I do know that I just say that they got beaten by Senegal, but that was not, and I just remember that right now. But Ivory Coast, you are still. But even the quarterfinal to Egypt ended 3-2. Yes, they're still looking really good for this World Cup. Actually, let's talk about Germany next. The nation that got grouped 2 times in a row in the last 2 World Cups out. Yes, and they got grouped last time out, and then to Japan, and losing to Japan, and losing to Japan, and actually not playing really good football in that tournament. But in the Euros, actually played really well football. I mean, they lost in the last minute against Spain. To get knocked out of the tournament in the quarterfinals. Yes, in the qualifying campaign, they didn't have the greatest start, beating 2-0, getting beaten 2-0 in an away match against Slovakia. But they still, but they still managed to come back in that group and at home slap Slovakia up by 6 goals. But yeah, they're looking really good lately. Even in their friendlies, looking really goodly. I mean, they even beat Switzerland 4-3. Well, that was a thriller, by the way. So yeah, they are ready for this World Cup, man. I'm even saying right now that they're finishing first place in this group. Who is going to finish second place in this World Cup group? Ivory Coast, you guys are going to finish second place. Ecuador, this is going to be an upset maybe, but you guys are going to finish third place and you're not going to qualify for the knockout rounds. I'm sorry, but you guys are just allergic to scoring goals for your life. I mean, look at their results lately. I mean, 0-0, 1-1. Just score more goals, man. And you cannot win games lately either. So yeah, I just cannot trust you guys right now. Let's look. Let's look at Group F next. The group of my own national team, Netherlands. Finally, we're going to talk about Group F. Netherlands is here, Japan is here, Sweden is here, and Tunisia is here. Actually, this is actually kind of a tight group, in my opinion. I mean, this is one of the stronger groups in the tournament. Yeah, I kind of want to put one nation at fourth place, and even then, I don't know if that is going to happen. Tunisia, yeah, you guys are going to finish fourth place in my predictions. I'm sorry, but you guys are not looking really good lately. And even at AFCON, you literally lost 3-2 on penalties to Mali, and played a terrible game then. So yeah, I guys is not looking that great. So yeah, you guys finishing fourth place is not even that bad of a call for me. So yeah. Let's talk about the Netherlands. Yes, Netherlands. Yes, they're looking actually kind of good for this tournament. I mean, last time out in the World Cup, they made the quarterfinals and give Argentina a hell of a game in the quarterfinals, coming back from 2-0 down in 10 minutes to get to 2-2 and then losing on penalties. But that was with another manager. Yes, we now have we now have a different coach, Ronald Koeman, but yeah, we still made the semifinals of the Euros. Yes, our road to the semifinals was easy as hell. It was easy as hell from the knockout stage forwards. Yes, we finished third place in the group, but we still got an easy road to the semifinals. Yes, we got very lucky actually. Yes, we played a really good game against England, but just look at the results against big national teams. I mean, since Ronald Koeman has been here, we never beat a big football nation. Yes, we have a good fight against one of the best national teams in the world right now, Spain in the Nations League. But we still didn't beat them and actually lost on penalties against them. So yeah. And also in the qualifying group, we couldn't beat Poland. And actually drew 2 times to them, and Poland is a side that didn't even qualify for the World Cup. So yeah, could we really? They're actually looking kind of decent and really good, but yeah, I don't have much faith in my own nation. I'm sorry. Japan, on the other hand, I don't know, man. I mean, their coach, yes, it is an really good one. Even if they're not winning the Asian Cup for they have actually not won the Asian Cup in a while. But they still actually have a pretty good squad. Yes, they have a ton of injuries right now. You are seeing that the players on your screen right now and that are injured, but they have still have a really great squad in the last World, and also in the last World Cup they made it to the round of 16 and lost on penalties against Croatia. And in that group stage, they literally beat Germany and Spain. Yes, they lost 1-0 to Costa Rica, but still, they beat Germany and Spain and lost on penalties against Croatia. So they still have had a really good World Cup. Yeah, and then we're moving on to the third nation. Yeah, this one is actually lucky, in some way lucky to be here. I mean, they literally finished 4th place in the World Cup qualifiers and even got beaten by Kosovo 2 times. Kosovo! But they still made it to this World Cup. They are beating Ukraine and then beating I don't know who they beat in the final. I'm sorry, but they still got here, and it is because of a second life, because of the Nations League. But yeah, I don't know, man. I mean, because in my opinion, if the Nations League didn't give that a qualifying spot, yeah, I don't actually think that they deserved. In my opinion, they for a little bit they didn't deserve to be here. Yes, they beat Poland and beat Ukraine to get here. They beat Ukraine and Poland to get here, but yeah. How should we trust Sweden whether they finish 4th place at the World Cup qualifier group and got to the playoffs because of the Nations League? Yes, the new coach actually is a really good coach for them. I'm actually glad Sweden got a new coach because I actually love one of their players, Isak. I actually very love to see him at this World Cup. But yeah, still. Yeah, I still don't trust Sweden that much. Sweden, I'm just going to say it right from the bat. Sweden, you are going to finish 3rd place. You are still going to qualify for the knockout rounds, but I don't think you guys are going to go really far in this World Cup. And who is going to finish first and who's going to finish second? I actually kind of want to put Netherlands at second place, but because of the fact that Japan are having loads of injuries right now, Netherlands, you're going to finish 1st place in the group. Japan, you're going to finish 2nd place. And that is only because Japan have some injuries. If Japan didn't have injuries, I would put Japan first all day. I mean, I don't trust our coach, Ronald Koeman. I really think the Netherlands is going to, in the knockout, I actually think the Netherlands in the knockout rounds are going to be in problems in the knockout rounds. But yeah, they're going to qualify. They are going to top the group, in my opinion. Let's look at the next group. Belgium. Yeah, Belgium got blessed, man. I don't know what how many money they give Donald Trump and Pochettino to rig the group stages for them, but they are blessed, man. They got Egypt, Iran, and New Zealand. Let's first start off by putting New Zealand at 4th place. Yes, they are not a bad team. And they actually have a player that has actually become very popular on social media lately for some reason. But but still, they actually not have a great squad. Yes, they still have Chris Wood, but that's in my opinion their yeah, that's the only decent player that they have. So yeah, I don't think they're going to do really well at this World Cup. The same could be said for Iran. Yes, I know that at the top the World Cup group, but they didn't play convincing football at all in that qualifying stage. I mean, they got some problems against. They got really close results against opponents that they shouldn't handle with ease, and yeah, I just not like doing really good for Iran right now. I'm actually putting Iran third and not having them qualified for the next stage of the World Cup. Yes, I already used 3 places for the for the 3 places for eliminating countries for from the yeah going to the next round and third place. But yeah, I don't think that Iran is going to the is going to do going to the next round. Egypt, you guys are going to finish second place. I know you have a really well. I know that you guys have a really good run in the Afcon. They got to the semifinals and have a the Friday game in the quarterfinals, failing 3-2, and nearly losing to Senegal 2-1 in the semifinals. But yeah, you guys, yeah, I think you guys going to do well. I mean, you topped the World Cup group with ease, but your World Cup group was very easy actually. So yeah. So yeah, and yeah, guys have Belgium in your group, and I don't think that Belgium is that bad that they are going to finish anywhere above first place. And actually, Belgium actually got a really good last international window. I mean, they slapped up the US 5-2, and won their other game and drew to Mexico as well. So yeah, the last couple of friendlies are actually but the last couple of friendlies are looking actually kind of good. So yeah, I think Egypt is going to finish second place and Belgium is going to finish first place. Now let's dive into the next Group E, with this group is going to be a light work for Spain, man. I mean, just look at this group for a second. Spain, Cape Verde, Saudi Arabia, and Uruguay. Let's first start off by putting Spain in first place. Yes, they don't have Lamine Yamal for the first couple of games of the group stage and the first couple of games of the tournament, but come on, man, it's Spain. How did they not go to top this group? I mean, they won the Euros in 2024 very convincingly by not losing a single game. In the qualifier group, they qualified with ease, even slapping up Turkey 6-0 one time, and made it. And actually, between all of that, they made it to the final of Nations League and lost on penalties against Portugal. So actually, they actually looking kind of good right now. I know that they are not having Yamal right now for the first round of games of the group stage, but still I still think that they're going to top this group. Yeah, and who is going to finish fourth place and who's going to finish second place? Uruguay, your guys, yeah. I don't know, guys. I could trust you guys to finish second place. I mean, yes, you are playing fine, I guess. I mean, they did got far in the last Copa America, if I remember, but still, they're, in my opinion, they're not really that convincing right now. I still think that you guys are going to finish in second place because this group is not that strong, but still, I don't think that you guys are going to do really good. And actually, I'm putting Camp Verde third. Yes, Camp Verde are yes, Camp Verde. I actually think you guys are becoming a really good national team. Yes, you did have to go to the Interconfederation playoffs to get here, but still, you guys did a great job at qualifying. So I still think that you guys deserve to be here. And yeah, and Saudi Arabia, you guys only got here because you got to host your group in the fourth round of Asian qualifiers. I mean, you guys are booty cheeks, man. I mean, yes, in the last World Cup, in the last World Cup they did decently well. I mean, they even beat Argentina once in the opening match of the World Cup, by Argentina, and even beat the undefeated streak at the time. But still, yeah, if you still finish fourth place in that group, that group, and I don't think that you're going to do here. Don't going to do well here as well. You guys are going to put at fourth place, and Cape Verde. Do I think that Cape Verde is going to the next round? I'm actually saying no. Because I'm actually going to be saying yes, actually, because I really think that you guys are really on the come up right now, and I really think that you guys are going to do well in this World Cup. So yeah, I really think that you guys are going to do really well at your World Cup. Let's talk about probably the group of the tournament. Group E met France, Senegal, Iraq, and Norway. Let's start. This group is probably the group of death of the tournament. I mean, let's look at every single side. This is all of them besides Iraq have a very strong squad. So yeah, it's going to be really down to the wire between those top three to finish high in the to get to going to be very close between between France, Senegal, and Norway in this group. Yes, now I'm already saying that Iraq are going to finish fourth place, and that is because they got really unlucky with the draw, man. I mean, they actually had a really good qualifying campaign. I mean, they finished second place in their group and qualified to the Interconfederation playoffs, and actually had some trouble playing those matches and had to get a 40-hour flight to get here, probably even longer to get to Mexico, but they still went on to beat they still went on to qualify to this World Cup, but I really think you guys are going to finish fourth. I don't think you guys going to be a punching bag, but I still think you guys are going to finish fourth place. I'm sorry. Yeah, I've actually found the next placing of this. Yeah, I actually found the next place of this group very highly. I still think that all of the sides are going to advance to the next round, but yeah, they all have great squads, and especially France. I mean, just look at how stacked they are. I'm going to say it already. France is going to finish first place in the World Cup in this World Cup group. I mean, they are just too good to not finish first place. And yeah. What is going to happen between the AFCON winners and Norway? Yes, the AFCON winners. I am saying that Senegal won the AFCON. I am not saying that Morocco won the AFCON because I found that to be bullshit. I mean, they won on the pitch. Yes, they won off the pitch for like 10 minutes. I don't care. They still won. In my opinion, they still went on to win the game. So yeah, I in my opinion, they're still the AFCON winners. I think just look at the squad for a second. They looking really goodly. They won the AFCON, so I think they're going to finish second place. Norway, you guys are going to finish third. third place. And I'm not hating you. I'm not hating you on you guys because you qualified in the group stage over Italy, but I just don't think that you guys are better than Senegal. And actually, I'm actually thinking that some people are overrating you guys. Yes, you got a great attack, but look at your defense for a second. I mean, your defense is not great. So yeah. That's the reason why I'm putting you guys third. You're still going to qualify for the next round, but yeah, I really think that you guys are going to finish are going to finish third place in the group, but it's still going to qualify to the next round. So yeah, let's talk about Group E at this. I've got Group E at this World Cup. Let's talk about Group E at this World Cup, where Argentina is Algeria, Algeria, if I call that correctly, Austria and Jordan. Actually, it's just a group of A's besides Jordan, because that nation doesn't begin with an A. I'm going to start off with talking about Jordan. This national team are actually on the come up. Actually, I mean, they finished second place in their World Cup qualifiers. Yes, it was a very close affair against one of the people in the group to finish second place. But they got the job done. So yeah, they also got third place in an Asian Cup not that long ago. So yeah, Jordan is actually on the come up. And yeah, let's talk about Nigeria against Algeria next. Yeah, Algeria. What do we need to think of this nation? I mean, yes, they have a good squad, but can we really trust them to prevail? I mean, yes, this is not the most difficult group, but yeah, I actually do want to say something actually. And maybe say something crazy actually, but I didn't go for a crazy thing in this entire video. But let's talk about Austria next. Yeah, Austria. Yeah, what a rise have they been on? I mean, they finished finished first place at the world, probably the Euros group of death, above Netherlands and France. Yes, got knocked out in the round of 16 by Turkey, but still played a really good game there. And besides that, in the qualifier window, qualified over Bosnia and Herzegovina and Romania, and qualified over them to qualify directly for the World Cup since 1998, if I call that correctly. So, and they actually have a very decent friendlies result. So, yeah, actually they're on the come up. Actually, I really think that they are going to do well at this World Cup. Argentina next. Yeah, what do we need to say about this, guys? I mean, last World Cup winners, last Copa America winners. They won the Copa America literally 2 times, and two times in a row. Yes, Messi is not at his prime anymore, but he still is a really good player, and still you have loads of other players like Matao Martinez, and more players that I don't know the names of out in my head. So yeah, I do know that Argentina have a stacked squad, but I just forget the names of players. So yeah, you see some photos on screen. But still, this Argentina team is actually really great. But I'm going for a shocking display. I'm going to first. I'm going to put Jordan down at 4th place. I'm sorry, but yes, you guys are going to come up, but I don't think that you guys are going to do well. Algeria, you guys are going to finish 3rd and do not make it to the World Cup. To the World Cup round of 2032. I'm sorry, but I don't think that you guys are going to do very well at this World Cup. I am not convinced by you guys, and I just think that Austria and Argentina are just better national teams at all. Now, I'm going to go for a bold call here. Bold call. I'm going to call this because I am an Argentina hater. I'm going to put Argentina in 2nd place and Austria in 1st place. I know it's a crazy call that I put Argentina in 2nd place, but I don't care. I just want to go for an upset in this video. And I am not a footballer, that YouTuber that just goes with the favorite every single time. I just want to go for upsets as well. So Austria is going to top the group and Argentina is going to finish 2nd place. Yes, I might eat my words, but I just want to go for upsets because are going to have many upsets in the World Cup. So yeah. So why just not try to get an upset? Now, let's talk about Group K, the group from Ronaldo actually. We have Portugal, we have DR Congo, we have Uzbekistan, and we have Colombia. Let's first talk about the debutant. Let's first talk about Portugal. Why not? Portugal, yeah, what we need to say this, guys. Made the quarterfinals of the last Euros and lost on penalties against France, but did win the Nations League right after that on penalties against France. Qualified with ease for the World Cup. So yeah, most various friendlies are decent. I mean, yes, they did drew to Mexico, but. Yeah, that was without Ronaldo. So, yeah, I know that the Portugal is stacked without Ronaldo, but still, they need Ronaldo as a striker. I mean, I don't think they have really good striker options besides Ronaldo, and besides Leao, actually, of course. Now, let's move on to DR Congo. DR Congo. Well done at qualifying through to the Interfederation playoffs and then qualifying for this World Cup. You guys played your heart out and you definitely deserve to play at your first World Cup. Besides that, I really think that you guys are going to do well. I mean, you guys are on the come up right now. I mean, your results have been really good lately, and I really think that you guys are going to maybe make it through. For Salowing. The same can be said for Uzbekistan. I mean this nation are on the come up as well. Actually, there are many years on the come up for the qualifier for the World Cup, but it nearly did. Every single time they nearly didn't qualify because of the World Cup having 32 participants, but after FIFA expanded the World Cup to 48, Uzbekistan qualified automatically in 2nd place. So yeah, they did a job over there, but after that they fired their coach that got them to the World Cup for the new coach. And yeah, sorry, but I don't rate this new coach. Yes, I do know that the coach they have in the past is now the assistant coach. But still, I just found that a really bad decision that they just switched the coach that got them here at the first place. Yes, it's still not a very bad coach they have now, but come on, man. it's your first World Cup. Why you need to change your manager right before the World Cup? Right before the World Cup if it's not necessary. I mean, what are you doing? Now let's talk about Colombia next. Colombia is actually really, really good. I mean, they have a really good squad, and they actually really on the come up as well. Yes, they didn't qualify for the last World Cup, if I remember it good, but they actually finished third place in the CONMEBOL World Cup qualifiers. So yeah, that was still really good. So I do think they're going to play really great. Now, Portugal, yeah, you guys are going to finish first place in this World Cup. I mean, you're going to win. You're going to go first place. I'm actually going for a little bit of an upset, actually. I'm putting DR Congo at second place. I think they're going to beat Uzbekistan and then draw against Colombia and have a better goal difference than Colombia. So that is what I think is going to happen. Colombia, you guys are going to finish third, but still make it through to the knockout rounds. And yeah, Uzbekistan, I'm working with you guys, but I'm just putting you guys at fourth place. And that's just the reason for why did you guys switch the code? We switch your coach at got here in the first place. I mean, if you still had your coach, then I actually thought of putting you guys at third maybe, but yeah. Of even was that, but was in my opinion was a very bad decision that they just changed their coach after they qualified for the World Cup. Let's move on to the last group of this World Cup, Group Y. In that group is England, Croatia, China, and Panama. Now, this group is actually very tight. Let's first talk about England. The England have actually performed really well lately. In the most recent Euros, they made it to the final and then lost 2-1 to Spain. Yes, in the Nations League they were at rank B, but still they handled rank B with ease. So I am not very mad about that. And then at the World qualifiers, they qualified with ease. Yes, not with the most best results for some of the games, but still qualified nonetheless. And yeah, then we get to the roster of England. I'm actually not glad with the roster from England. They're missing many great players. Phil Foden is not there. Cole Palmer, the goal scorer of the last Euros, is not there either. And that's just, really messed up. One player that literally got more goals, more goal contributions than Saka and Declan Rice. Declan Rice in one season is also not caught up. So the coach in England, Pochettino, I don't know what you are doing, man. Why did you not call up Phil Foden and Cole Palmer? Yes, they didn't have their best season, but still, man, they're just such legends for England, man. And especially Cole Palmer. He scored for the last Euros to give you guys a chance at winning that trophy. So, yeah, and then we have Croatia. Croatia is actually somewhat on the come up. Yes, they did flop in the last Euros, finishing third place with only 1 point, and they couldn't even beat Albania in the tournament. They literally finished with 2 points in that group. Yes, it was a very difficult group, but they actually can put off a better fight than what I actually did. Yes, I had a very good Nations League actually. I finished second place in the group, and I kind of a very tight game on penalties with France, and then we lost on penalties against France, and then in the qualifiers, yeah, actually they handled the group of ease. I mean, they even beat Czechia 5-1 at one point. So, they're actually on the come up right now, and I really think that they're a good national team right now. And let's talk about Ghana next. Yeah, Ghana, you guys are not really that good. Not really that good lately. I mean, if I just look at your results real quick, the last time you lost 2-0 to Mexico, 2-0 to Dutch, to Germany, 5-1 against Austria, 1-0 against South Korea, 2-0 against Japan. And then at the last games were at the World Cup qualifiers. So you guys are not really in that great of a form right now. And then Panama. Yeah, what we need to say about this national team. I mean, Panama are actually a really good national team. I mean, they qualified for this World Cup with finishing first place in their group, and they actually handled that group with ease. So yeah, they made it to the Gold Cup final by beating the US. And they also got the US knocked out of the Copa America in the group stages, qualifying over them in the group stages. So that's actually really good as well. So yeah, actually Panama is actually a little bit on the come up actually. Now, actually for the last group, I'm putting Croatia at first place. Yes, it's a little bit of a surprise, but I really think that it's going to be showing that England manager made the mistake by not calling up some of their best players. England is going to finish second place of the group. Yeah. I'm going to say this. Panama, you guys are going to finish third place. But you guys qualified for the knockout rounds. Yes. It's kind of a bold call to put Panama at third place, and also have to go and send them to the knockout rounds. But yeah, that is the only placement I literally have left for this video. So yeah, you guys are just lucky that I'm just giving my last first place finisher to you guys. But you guys are going to finish third place in my opinion and qualify for the knockout rounds. China, you guys are going to finish fourth place and do not play a really well tournament. I'm sorry, I don't believe in you guys. I love for you guys to prove me wrong, but I don't think that you guys are going to prove me wrong. That were all of my group stage predictions. Let in the comments know what your guys' predictions are. Subscribe to the channel for more prediction videos, because I will surely bring more videos out this month for the World Cup for predicting the World Cup. So I hope you guys have fun watching this video, and I see you with the World Cup, and I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Bye.